So thank you for joining me here at Las Colinas in Spain, and welcome to another Your Friday. This is the video series where you can get involved, have your say and have your topic or your question answered. Would love to help you out, so please post your comment down below in the comments box and I will be picking a couple to film videos on going forwards. Hopefully I can help you. Now today's video comes courtesy from, I'm going to pronounce this right name, hopefully Juan Carlo Seminario, who left a comment on one of my YouTube videos, and his comment was that he didn't feel like he completed the follow-through post-impact, and he felt that this was giving him some poor results out on the golf course. So we're going to address that for him. We're going to give him some ideas on what he can do during practice to give himself some better feels and hopefully get that nice end position that he's striving for. So the end position is really made up of three main components. If we have those four main components, get my numbers confused, four main components. So if we can get those four main components correct and organized, we should be able to get that nice follow through. If we get a golfer saying something like, I feel like I don't complete my swing, I feel maybe incomplete at the end of my golf swing, that would suggest to me that we're missing one of those four. We could well be missing two, three, probably not going to be missing all four, but we're going to be missing some of those four. So just to cover what those three of these are, we're going to eliminate the golf club for the moment. So let me take my starting position. So the three components that would end up making the follow through from the body's perspective would be a weight shift onto the lead side. That would be number one. We would have an extension of the body. That would be number two. And we would also have a rotation of the body. And you can see as I add those three things in, I end up in what looks like a pretty good finished position. So we had a weight shift towards the lead side, the body extended, and the body rotated. Now you can see as I'm demonstrating this here, I wouldn't necessarily do it in this order in the golf swing. It would all be a little bit more blended. So a little bit more of a blended motion would look a little bit like this. Weight shift, extension, rotation. Do that again, weight shift, rotation, extension. So if I did that with my arms out extended, that would move the golf club a good amount through towards the target. So let me do that for you. Weight shift, rotation, extension. And that ends up with the golf club here. So the fourth component is just a little bit of an arm swing to let that club relax over that trail shoulder. And you can see how both my arms are fairly flexed. But what you will notice is that almost half of the travel of the golf club is made up because of what the body's doing. It's only the last little bit, which is the arm swinging and allowing that golf club to finish here. So if we are struggling with our follow through position, we don't feel we complete the follow through, there's a good chance that we're not doing one of those things. Here's a great little exercise that you can do, which is just focusing on what the body's role is in this. You're going to take your starting position, you're going to take your hands and you're going to cross them behind your back. And I want you to feel like your hands rest on the back of your belt. And what you're going to try and feel is you're going to feel that you rotate towards the target. So I'm just going to do that on its own. There's a rotation. And as I rotate towards the target, I use my hands to push my hips out towards my target. Okay, so let's do that again for you. So you're going to rotate, and then I'm going to push my hips out towards the target. And we want to try and make those two things happen fairly simultaneously. So that's going to look a little bit like this. And what I'm really working on here is those three components in the body: the weight shift, the rotation, and the extension. The only thing I would need to add in here would just be those arms relaxing over the body. So the first thing I would get this golfer to do would actually just try this without a backswing and without any downswing. So we're actually going to set ourselves up, and from here we're just going to see if we can do those things and go into follow through position. Now I should feel really tall, really extended, all the weight is on my lead side, my arms are nice and relaxed, and my body is facing the target. What do I see? I see lots of rotations but no extensions. That would look like this. I see sometimes extensions but no rotations. And sometimes I'll see those two things but not the weight shift. So you can see I've got rotation, extension, not the weight shift. So we have to have all three things in the body plus what the arms are doing if we're to get that nice complete follow through. So most golfers will just think of the follow through as what happens after the hit. So if we can really start to think about the follow through in these different ways, in these 4 areas, we can start to really pinpoint exactly where we maybe need to improve. So let me hit a shot into this 18th hole. I'm going to hit a little fade in here. Wind is off the left and you can see the flag is tucked pretty tight over on that right hand side. Okay, probably not cutting back quite enough, but that should be pretty safe. So hopefully that answers your question. A little bit of information on the follow through. Work on those things and I think you'll find that will improve. Thank you to Last Cleaners, fantastic host. Thank you for watching. Usual stuff is down below. Comments box, like button. There's also a button over here to subscribe. Would love to have you as a free subscriber.